Welcome to Easy English Stories. In this video, listen to a full day of working from home, from morning login to evening reflections. Just listen to real, useful English in daily life. No grammar rules, no memorizing, only natural language. Let's begin. Part 1, Starting the Morning. The alarm rang at 7 a.m. I opened my eyes slowly and reached for my phone. I turned off the alarm and stretched. The room was quiet. Birds chirped outside. I checked the calendar on my phone. I had a video call at 9:30 a.m. I sat up and yawned. Today was a work-from-home day. I walked to the kitchen. I drank a glass of water. I started boiling water for tea. The smell of ginger filled the air. I made toast and eggs. I sat at the dining table and ate my breakfast while reading emails on my phone. I replied to a few urgent ones. I finished eating and washed the dishes quickly. Part 2, Logging in and checking emails. I walked to my desk. It was near the window. I turned on the laptop. The fan started spinning. I opened my work portal and logged in. The time was 8:45 a.m. I had 45 minutes before the call. I opened my email inbox. There were 32 new emails. I sighed and began reading. Some emails were updates. Some needed replies. Some were invitations to meetings. I flagged the important ones. I replied to my manager's email first. Then I responded to clients. I marked a few emails to respond to after lunch. I checked my calendar again. 3 meetings today. I made a to-do list on a notepad. Part 3, Joining the video call. At 9:25, I clicked the meeting link. The window loaded. My video turned on. I checked my background. I adjusted the lighting. My headphones were ready. I waited as others joined. One by one, my teammates appeared. Some waved, some sipped coffee. Our manager began the meeting. He shared updates and discussed goals. I listened and took notes. Then we had a discussion on tasks. I shared my screen and explained my progress. I answered a few questions. My teammate shared a new idea. Everyone liked it. The meeting ended after 40 minutes. I turned off the camera and sighed with relief. I wrote a quick summary and sent it to my manager. Then I stretched and walked around the room. Part 4. Focused work time. I returned to my desk. I put on light music. I opened a document I had been working on. It was a report. I needed to finish it by today. I read through the points and started editing. My fingers moved fast over the keyboard. Paragraph by paragraph, the report took shape. I looked up and realized an hour had passed. I saved the file and took a short break. I made myself a cup of tea and stood by the window. The sky was cloudy. People walked below with umbrellas. I finished my tea and returned to work. I checked off 2 items from my to-do list. Part 5, Lunch break and rest. It was 1 p.m. My stomach growled. I went to the kitchen and warmed up leftovers. Rice, curry, and salad. I set the table and sat down. I ate slowly, enjoying the quiet. After lunch, I washed the dishes and wiped the counter. I lay down on the sofa for 15 minutes. I closed my eyes. I didn't sleep but felt relaxed. After the break, I checked my phone for updates. One message from the team chat. A reminder for the 3 p.m. meeting. Mobile phone with arrow part 6, afternoon catch-up and tasks. Back at my desk, I organized my files. I created folders for new clients. I updated the tracker sheet. I replied to flagged emails from the morning. My manager asked for a quick update. I replied with the current status. The 3 p.m. meeting started. It was a client call. I spoke for a few minutes, explaining the new design. The client gave feedback. I noted it all down. The call ended in 30 minutes. I shared notes with the team. Tear off calendar part 7, wrapping up the day. By 4:30 p.m., I felt tired but satisfied. I reviewed my to-do list. Most items were done. I sent a few final emails. I updated the project board. I saved all the files in the shared folder. At 5 p.m., I logged out. I turned off the laptop and stretched again. I looked around the room. My desk was neat. My tasks were complete. It felt good. Glowing Star Part 8, Evening Reflection. I closed my eyes, thinking, working from home can be peaceful and productive. I woke up once in the night. I drank some water. I adjusted my blanket and turned to the other side. The quiet room helped me fall asleep again quickly. I dreamt of a calm office space. It had plants, clean desks, and no noise. I smiled in my sleep. The next morning, I woke up at 6:45 a.m. before my alarm. I stretched again. My body felt well rested. I stood on the balcony. The sun was rising slowly. I took a deep breath. I decided to write in my journal. I wrote, woke up early. Feeling fresh. Looking forward to the day. I did some light stretching. I made a cup of herbal tea. I read 2 pages of a new book. I watered my indoor plants. They looked happy. I checked my calendar. Just 2 meetings today. I smiled again. Before logging in, I prepared my lunch early to avoid the rush later. I boiled rice, chopped vegetables, and kept everything ready. This gave me more time for work later. At 9 a.m., I logged in with a calm mind. I checked emails again. This time, I saw a thank you note from a client. That made me happy. I replied with gratitude. I joined a short team huddle. Everyone seemed motivated. One teammate cracked a joke. We all laughed. Our manager praised our last week's efforts. I felt proud. The day continued with light tasks. I wrote a blog post for the company website. I used soft music in the background. I drank water regularly. I stood up and stretched every hour. In the afternoon, I replied to feedback. I edited a presentation slide deck. I added visuals and updated some figures. It looked clean and professional. Before logging out for the day, I backed up all files. I made a to-do list for tomorrow. I sent a kind message in the team chat, "Great work today, everyone." In the evening, I went for a walk outside. The air felt fresh. I passed by trees, shops, and neighbors. I waved to a little boy riding a cycle. He waved back. I returned home, took a warm shower, and made dinner. I tried a new recipe, grilled vegetables with hummus. It turned out well. I read a few pages of the same book. I wrote my final journal note, another good work from home day. Calm, focused, and happy. Thank you for listening. If this helped you learn English naturally, please subscribe for more. Every week, we bring you peaceful stories full of real English. Keep listening, keep learning. See you next time.